Hello and a big welcome to the channel. I'm the Motorsport Madman and this is the 2025 Spanish Grand Prix. If you are new to the channel, if you are a Formula 1 fan, please do get yourself subscribed. I'm live for every single Grand Prix from the Formula 1 World Championship except for Monaco. Here we go for round 9 in the 2025 season. I have reset the microphone settings because it didn't work in the last few streams. And the audio was being picked up by the camera, so it was like I was in a tin can. But now we should be plush audio. It should be high-grade audio coming through at you. So that's it. I've done a reset. Now, again, I'm struggling with the PC. It might switch off at any random given point. If it does, then whoever's in the Viewers' Championship is in, and whoever missed out misses out. You know what I mean? So you better get yourself in quick because the PC is overheating itself randomly at any given moment, and we'll just do the big safeguard shutdown. So we'll try and get through the race. If I get through, I get through. If I don't, then I'll see you for the Viewers' Championship, and hopefully the PC doesn't kill itself on that tomorrow night. And then it's going to a super nerd PC repair shop, and he's going to have a look at it. I need a super nerd to change the thermal paste. Ooh, yeah, or something like that. Anyway, but yes, I do not know how Denver has resurrected himself to the point that he's managed to get a thing in live chat, but he has. I thought Denver would be. I keep writing him off. But he's sobering up. He's alive enough to say Piastri pole, and he might be right. It is Piastri on pole for the Spanish Grand Prix. But yes, Kim, you had to resubscribe. Disappointing, Kim. Spanner's going to be gone. Yeah, thanks for resubscribing. Bethany's in. I'm in. Come on, I'm in the Viewers' Championship. Of course I am. Yeah, always. Remember to like the stream, guys. Maybe one day this channel will get noticed and we get beyond 640 subs. I've been stuck on 640 since April, I think. So, yeah, the stream's not being pushed out to anybody new for like two months. So, GG's, innit? 20 subs a year. It's 20 subs a year. E-I-L-E-O, it's 20 subs a year. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Matty P's in as well. Lando for the win. You're one of the millions and billions of Norris fans, are you? I'm Verstappen this year. Seeing as Antonelli can't win it. Listen, if Antonelli can't win it, I'll go for whoever's going to make it exciting. If it was Verstappen dominating and the McLaren's close, I'd be cheering on McLaren. That's how I rock and roll, mate. I want it as close as it possibly can be. McLaren's 1-2 every week. That's not as close as it possibly can be, is it? So I want Max in the mix. I want Max on a ruthless dive bomb in turn 1. Let's have some excitement. Let's get him at least between the McLarens and make a more interesting race. Yes, Lars, welcome to the stream, dude. Yeah, sounds good. The microphone should be. Because what happened was when I did that dodgy Monaco stream the other day, and then you could hear me eating cereal, and then I didn't know you could hear me. I thought I had everything on mute, and then I think it was Kim or Lisa put, what you eating? I was like, what do you mean what I'm eating? How can you hear me? So I've gone into all the audio settings, mute, delete, mute, delete, mute, delete, right? Then I come to the next stream. What if I muted and deleted here? So the audio's been horrendous for the Viewers' Championship the other night and then qualifying yesterday. I watched a bit of qualifying back. I was like, that's not audio from this mic. That's audio from the camera. So I've had a mess about this morning, so it should be back on. Firing on all cylinders. Audio-wise, anyway, that is. Overheating-wise, firing on too many cylinders. But yes, Beth, welcome to the stream as well. You're fuming. He's been called into work. That's what happens, Beth. You're going to make a living. You know what I mean? Respect to him for going to work. But yeah, Sunday is a bit of a one. And touch wood, most of the time I don't do Sundays now. But Saturdays are a regular occurrence. But Sundays, touch wood, I don't tend to be in on a Sunday anymore. So we can carry on the channel, can't we? Yes, Farron, welcome in, dude. Simon Tilbury, afternoon. Mitch Chapman, afternoon. How are we doing, guys? Harry Kane on the grid. I'm not going to listen to the to that interview. Does he watch? He ain't got time to watch. Most races are when he's kicking a ball about, so how can you watch it? You can't be an F1 fan if you're kicking a ball around the field at the same time, can you? You know, it's not against him, but how can you follow it closely? So, but Harry Kane VIP, of course he is. Yes, Lewis, welcome to the stream, dude. How we doing, bro? This is the first race, probably this season, that I've not been hungover. And I was getting messages, and you know who you are. I was getting messages at about 11:30 midnight last night. You're slacking. What you doing? Where's the session? Why are you not live? Yeah, messages coming through 11:30. I said, nope, not today. Not today. I'm going to have a fresh one. I'm even going to go live half an hour before the race starts and have a fresh one. Because I'm usually rough. But not today. Orange juice. Good 8 hours sleep. Usually I'm rocking on like, I try and make a brave face of it, but usually I'm on these streams rocking about 2 hours sleep, couple of paracetamol, trying not to be sick for 2 hours, get through, and then go back to bed. Basically. That's how it is. I say 7 out of 10 times that's what it is. Hence why we're stuck on 640 subs. People probably click on it, this guy's not taking it serious. Nah, this guy's just, he's hungover. Well, I'll leave it. You're doing good. I'm glad you're doing well, mate. I've felt bad for you, honestly, these last few weeks. Because you're like a brother to me, Lewis, and you've been through some shit these past few weeks, but I hope you get it sorted out to some degree, or as best you can. Right, the race, the live thing is syncing up. We're syncing up. It should be on. Hopefully the PC survives it. I think Yuki Tsunoda's starting from the pit lane, but probably the big news is Lance Stroll is not taking part in the race. I saw an article that was about his experiencing pain in his wrist and his hand or his wrist. And I don't know if it's linked to this, but Lance Stroll has had an issue with that before. I don't know if he had a crash. I don't know whether it's in pre-season testing, but I remember a couple of years ago going to the Bahrain Grand Prix. It was going to be hit and miss that he did that race because he had an operation on maybe even both of his wrists, or at least one of them. So Lance Stroll has got a problem with his wrist. I don't know if that's a reoccurring issue or something different, but I would guess it's a reoccurring issue with a wrist that he's had an operation on. I don't know if he had a crash one year in pre-season testing like 2 years ago, or I can't remember. But I remember him turning up to Bahrain and it was like touch and go whether he would do it. And that was like 2023. So he's still feeling the effects from that, if I was to guess. And so he's having another operation or something. So Lance Stroll not in the race, 19 cars on the grid, and it's too late to sub a driver in as well. Because people, all the comments were like, oh, who's going to drive? Who's going to take his seat? Which is, it's not very, it's not very nice, is it? I can't find the proper word, but it's not very humanitarian, is it? To be like, someone's injured and everyone in the comments is just like, who's going to drive his car? Who's going to take his seat? Like, chill out, man. He's having an operation. But the bottom line is nobody's driving his car because it's too late was the cry. If it was on Friday, maybe someone jumps in, does qualifying, okay. But he'd already done the qualifying, so too late was the cry. You can't just chuck someone in now. It's cruel. And then you'd have to do a pit lane start. It might be against the regulations for all I know. If you haven't even qualified the car, you probably can't race the car. In fact, I would probably say that that's the key issue here. If you haven't qualified the car, you ain't racing the car. That's probably what it is on a health and safety ground. So nobody's driving Lance Stroll's car. Lance Stroll's not in the race. 19 car grid for the Spanish Grand Prix. And speedy recovery for Lance Stroll. all hate aside, all banter aside, I hope he makes full recovery and he's back for his home race, the Canadian Grand Prix, in 14 days. You're still not 100%. Oh, if you can hear that alarm. There's no way you're not hearing that alarm on stream. It's like next door. I stopped, thank God for that. It was an hour and a half of that alarm going. Oh. I have to close the window, and if I close the window, the PC will overheat because it's not getting the air through, and then the stream will die. Oh, that would have had a big knock-on effect. After Monday night, only allowed to drink on weekends. Me too, Beth. After Wednesday night. It was Kim's birthday. We had a good one, didn't we, Kim? But I tell you, Thursday, I did not get out of bed. Thursday was a write-off, so yeah. There was no way. Then Friday, I was getting myself together. Then Saturday night, go again. No, man, no, I don't want to. You know what I mean? I put myself in an early grave. But we had a good one Wednesday night, didn't we, Kim? You're doing good still over. Hopefully everything will soon. Yeah, I hope everything works out for you as good as it can do. Came off his. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, listen, I appreciate that. Things like that because I don't know everything. That's what it was. He had a crash on his push bike, wasn't it, pre-season 2023. Broke his wrist, or was it both wrists? He had some problem anyway with at least one of his wrists. And so I wonder if that's a reoccurring issue for Lance Stroll. He was experiencing pain. So the doctors have advised, step away from this one. Let's have a look. So hopefully he's back for Canada. If he's not, then maybe Felipe Drugovich will get a chance. I don't know. But you can't be wishing someone ill, can you? Kids are swarming around Jude Bellingham on the grid. I think the England squad are there, aren't they? Is there an England friendly or something in Spain? There must be. The England squad are all at the Spanish Grand Prix. I was watching the build-up and I just seen them all. I was like, hey? So there must be an England, either a World Cup qualifying or a friendly or something in this region. Because you wouldn't just fly them all over. Tell you what, Spanish Grand Prix. You know what I mean? WhatsApp group for the England squad. Spanish Grand Prix, we're going. Of course we are. Nah, they just happen to be there when this is on. I would have thought. There's no way they're aiming for this race. Purposely. A few years ago, I think it was pre-season 2023, because I'm sure it was the year that Aston Martin was quick. And Lance Stroll, even though he just had a wrist operation, I think he finished like 7th. And it was like really impressive. I'm sure it was something like that. Or he qualified 7th. He had a good performance despite being injured. So that was like the big thing a couple of years ago. But I don't know if he's still experiencing trouble from that. But 10 minutes till the race start. Went live a little bit earlier today. Give people a chance to get in if they want to get in. Because I usually just go live 10 minutes before, plus an intro, plus me saying hello. You're talking 5 minutes. So you're talking by the time I've said hello, it's formation lap. So I thought, no, we'll give it time to breathe today. Give it time to breathe, because I reckon there's a few people who miss the start, you know what I mean? Or will miss the start with me anyway. Because I said before, I think 9 times out of 10, lap 1 is where it's at. Hopefully not, but 9 times out of 10, that's the key. Lap 1 is it. Thursday, you're back out drinking. Yeah. Just stick to weekends with Dean. You're rein it in. Can't be on it every day. But you know that. You know that. You'll do what you want to do at the end of the day. Who we got for winning this? Which McLaren have we got for winning this one? Because it'll be something obscure happened if it's not one of the McLarens. I can't see Verstappen doing an Imola today and round the outside and romps to victory. I can't see it. But at least, you know what, right? this is not the greatest season ever. It is if you're a Piastri or Norris fan, but for me, it's not the best ever. But what's keeping me head above water is Max is getting involved, and the McLaren boys are very evenly matched. So, you know, I reckon going into every race, it's pretty much 50-50 who wins it. And then you've got Verstappen doing his Verstappen things. Verstappen magic in the mix is making this bearable, because to me, a McLaren one, any team dominating is not good, but Max is that good that he's getting involved, keeping it interesting for now. I imagine the Verstappen Championship Challenge will start to fade as a season, as we get into this summer block. And we get towards sort of September, I reckon the Verstappen Championship fight will probably faded by the time we get to September. But hopefully not. There's still hope. There is still hope that he can still be there. But I imagine that as the 1-2s start to develop, a P3 and a P4 every week's just not going to... It's not going to cut it. He's going to have to... That magic in Imola is going to have to be every other week to be in with a fight. But the saving grace is, as long as it's close between the two McLarens, it'll have some interest to the end. Yeah, as long as the Piastri-Norris battle rages on to Abu Dhabi, then that's okay. That's all right. You know, we can't have a 2010 every year, 2012 every year, where it's 4-5 different teams can win a race. It's not realistic. If we can have a championship battle between the two McLarens, Max getting his nose in every now and then, that's okay. Yeah, imagine another Abu Dhabi 2021. I can't. That'll never happen again, that, Mitch. Never happen again. 269.5 points they had each going into the finale. It'll never happen again. You couldn't script it any closer than that. You couldn't script it. Side by side on the final lap for the win, for the championship, on equal points. No, that was unbelievable, and that was the inspiration for me starting this channel. I was like, F1's looking good, and I've been screaming at my telly for 15 years. Why don't I scream at my telly and try and create a bit of entertainment? And then 2022. And then 2023. Ugh. And then 2024. And now 2025. And then 2026, Antonelli! There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Antonelli's going to come on strong. He's 18. You know, Gav's always there. Whenever Antonelli does something wrong, Gav's there. Oh, you said about this kid. Oh, he's not doing very well, is he, Rob? Give it time, man. You can't be sticking the dagger in yet. You can't be sticking the dagger in yet. 6 on the grid for Antonelli, I take it. I know it's a long game. It better have be a long game. You drop him after a couple of years like Mick Schumacher. I'll have to find someone else. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. If it does come to that, I'll probably go Bortoletto. I'm getting my plan B in now. If Antonelli flops after 2 years and he's gone, I go Bortoletto. That's plan B. I'll let you know now, ahead of time. I'll be sat here, kick Sauber. Oh, it won't be kick Sauber, will it? Be Audi. Ooh, there you go. I'll go Audi. No, Antonelli. No, listen, I've got full faith in Antonelli. I've got full faith. I have got full faith. He's a young kid, mate. Hamilton for the win. Let's go. Yeah, Hamilton from the win. From P5 in like the 4th fastest car. Yeah, I'm running. Yeah, I back it. Let's do it. Let's have that as a scenario. Listen, I always back an outsider. The more unlikely the victory is, the more I want it. Definitely. That's how I rock and roll. The more unlikely it is, the better it is. A Hamilton win would be absolutely obscene today. We absolute madness for Hamilton to win this. So I would absolutely love it. Anything other than a McLaren win, I would absolutely love, to be honest. But that sounds so anti-McLaren. It sounds so, but it's not. It's anti whoever's winning. Because I was against Max Verstappen for years, and now I'm like, go on, Max, get involved, lad. Make it interesting. These are the hardest 3 tyres in the range, in the Pirelli range. Are they really going to use the hard tyre today? I would have thought it'd be like medium, soft, or soft, medium. I don't know what the strategy's going to be. Oh, but I'm not really expecting the hard tyre much, but I might be completely wrong. Anyway, starting grid for round 9. Lance Stroll's not in the race. Yuki Tsunoda from the pit lane. P18 for Franco Colapinto. P17 for Carlos Sainz Jr. P16 for Esteban Ocon. P15 for Nico Hülkenberg. P14 for Oliver Behrman. P13 for Liam Lawson. Needs to improve, really, Liam. He's not having a great season, is he? Gabriel Bortoleto. P12, not bad in the Sauber. P11 for Alex Albon. So Williams both outside the top 10. Then we got P10 for Fernando Alonso, waving at the crowd, 40-yard pole. Isaac Hadjar, P9. Brilliant season. Rookie of the year so far, Isaac Hadjar, P9. Pierre Gasly, P8. That's a good starting position for P8 in the Alpine. P7 for Charles, Mark Herf, Percival Leclerc. P6 for your boy, Andrea Kimi Antonelli. P5 for Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton. P4 for George Russell. P3 for the 4-time world champion, Max Verstappen. And a front row, Lando Norris P2, Oscar Piastri, the championship leader by only 3 points, starts from pole position. The 2025 Spanish Grand Prix is upon us. Let's have a do. Yes, Carl, how we doing, bro? Yeah, Thursday was a write-off. Friday had a few things to do in town. Then it was a school fair. I had to watch the store from 1:30 till 3. Blinding sunshine, cold wind. It was still still daying. Yeah, Thursday. I did not see Thursday. Where's Stroll? Stroll's in hospital. Do you feel bad now for laughing? Stroll was experiencing pain in his wrist, which may or may not be a knock-on effect from a bicycle incident that he had a couple of years ago, where he had an operation on his wrist, struggling with pain, so not taking part in the race. And it's too late to throw a substitute reserve driver in because he'd already qualified. So you can't just chuck someone in the race when they haven't done any laps in practice or quali. So 19 cars in a race, Lance Stroll having an operation on his wrist. So there you go. Not that funny, is it? Hey, got home at 4. I had to sit down a bit before getting dinner on. I bet you did. Yeah, injured, yeah. The meal you had on Wednesday made you ill. Oh, yeah, some garlic seafood situation, didn't you? It looked good, but you can probably hear the wind swirling round. But I need the window open to give the PC circulation so it doesn't overheat and the stream doesn't die. You know, sacrifices must be made. You might hear things in the background. But it is what it is. Right, we're getting this underway. Formation lap begins. Nico Rosberg in the commentary box. Not a fan. I'm in the commentary box as well, so that'll do. Right, here we go. Possible race strategies, 2 stops. Soft, medium, soft. Soft, medium, hard. So they haven't got 2 sets of mediums then, basically, is what that's about. Because wouldn't the best strategy there be medium, medium, soft? We're thinking soft, medium, soft, really? That's a long stint on the medium tyre in the middle. If you're going soft, medium, soft. Yeah. And you're going to be a lot quicker than the guys that are sticking on the hard tyre for the end, aren't you? All right, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. Previous wins, 2020 Hamilton, 2021 Hamilton, 22 Verstappen, 23 Verstappen, 24 Verstappen. Yeah, this has been a Verstappen and Hamilton dominated race for the past like 10 years, I think. This is where Verstappen had his debut win as well in 2016 when the Mercedes took himself out before they got to turn 4. And then Verstappen held off Raikkonen. Verstappen was like 17. Oh, this door's going to be doing this all day as well. If I can get in. Let's find a way, see if I can jam it. But yeah, Verstappen was like 17, held off Kimi Raikkonen in the Ferrari for near enough the whole race, and got his debut win here. And then it would have been like Hamilton 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then Verstappen 21, 22, 23, 24. So it's Hamilton and Verstappen circuit, but probably not today. This is probably where McLaren break the duck in Spain. I don't think they've won this race since like, I don't know, but did they win it in the Alonso-Hamilton McLaren era? Did they win it in the Hamilton-Button McLaren era? Maybe 2010-ish. Probably. It's not since then. Anyway, here we go then for the start of the Spanish Grand Prix. Come on, Verstappen. I want the Verstappen dive bomb. Tsunoda from the pit lane. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, the biscuits contain gluten. That's what we want just before lights out. Right, here we go. I want to see a rocket start from Verstappen here. Let's get him in the mix. I want to see a rocket start from Antonelli, don't get me wrong, but we're more likely to get a rocket start from Verstappen, are we? Right, here we go then. Green flag at the back. The red lights are on. And the 2025 Spanish Grand Prix is underway. It's a great start from Oscar Piastri. And Lando Norris is already defending from Verstappen. The 3 wide for second place going into turn 1. It's Verstappen on the outside, Norris on the inside. Russell has to back out of it. Hamilton round the outside. Antonelli across turn 1. Cut the track. That's how you win this one, Kimi. Go on. Kimi round the outside. He's lost about 2 positions, but it is Oscar Piastri with an amazing start, leads him away down to turn 4. Verstappen second, Norris third. The live timings can't keep up. I'll refresh in a minute. The live timings are not showing Verstappen in second, but I can assure you he is. Oh my God, George Russell's been done. George Russell's been done by both Ferraris. So Ferraris are up to 4th and 5th. Why is this froze? Live time is never reliable. Fernando Alonso versus Isaac Hadjar. So this is the order then. Piastri, Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton, Leclerc, Russell, Antonelli, Gasly, Hadjar, Alonso, P10. Under pressure for Nico Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg's down the inside and takes P10 off Fernando Alonso into turn 1. What? But Alonso's tried it round the outside. Oh my God. Incredibly close between Alonso and Hülkenberg. And Alonso gets it back briefly. But Hülkenberg has sent it up the inside in turn 4 and gets P10 back. Wow. What a fight for P10 that is. Yeah, the live timings has shit the bed again. Sorry, guys. I'll battle on anyway. I'll refresh it in a minute. Verstappen in the mix again, though. Verstappen splitting the McLarens. I like that. I like that. We don't want to see two McLarens disappearing off into the sunset. Look how close Verstappen is! Verstappen's right on Piastri's gearbox! Go on, lad! Let's have it! Oh, this is it, man. This is not expected. Verstappen. It's got the pace. Go on. Man, I can't even see where the refresh button is over here. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. The live timings at the moment. Maybe you take the graphics off, it'll not overheat the PC. Now, the PC will overheat either way. It's not, in fact, it's not this streaming that's overheating the PC. It's the sim racing situation that's doing the damage. In fact, touch wood, none of these live streams have ever failed. I've jinxed it now, but it's never happened where I'm live for a race and then the PC's died. I've seriously jinxed it now, but this usually doesn't cause the PC to overheat. It's when I fire iRacing up, or I've just downloaded F1 25, the new F1 game. Try firing that up, mate. Game over. So live timings are back on. How long that'll last, I don't know. Gasly under pressure from Hadjar. Oh my God! Does that bot get in the Viewers' Championship 7 times? No, it doesn't, but Ryan Tune does. Welcome to the stream, dude. How can a bot find me and nobody new can? How's the bot found me? The channel's pretty much hidden, invisible. But welcome in, Ryan Tune. Hey, I tell you what, you're in another Viewers' Championship race. You was in the last one. I think you got a point or 2 points. Thanks for coming back, Ryan. They are paying in the neck. They've just started to come back because there was a year or two where I didn't see any, and recently, the last sort of month, the bots have returned to YouTube. It's a rocket start from... wow, Antonelli got swamped by the Ferraris at the start. Wow. And Antonelli was pushed out of the circuit from Leclerc. Great start from Piastri. Great start from... yeah, it's a bad start from Lando Norris. And straight away, Verstappen's alongside. Whoa, he had to go right across the curb. Yeah. Norris backed out of it. Yeah, playing the championship game, Lando Norris being sensible. Oh, it's a bad start from Lewis Hamilton. It was a terrible start from Lewis Hamilton. The top 4 just gone. Leclerc alongside. And then, yeah, Lewis sort of picks up the slipstream, breaks late into turn 1 and makes up a position. That's mad. Hamilton had a terrible start and made up a position. Oh, and Liam Lawson made contact with with Alonso. I was going to say one of the Aston Martins, but there's only one Aston Martin in it, so by deduction, must be Alonso. So yeah, Lawson hit Alonso, and then that had a knock-on effect. Bortoletto Had to use the runoff area. Jesus. It is absolutely frantic in the midfield at turn 1. Wow, Albon as well. There's about 5 or 6 drivers cut across the... and there's damage to the front wing of Albon's Williams. Albon's Williams with damage. Has he stayed out there, though, with the front wing hanging off? And look at this, Hamilton under big pressure from Charles Leclerc. This is for P4, lap 6 of 66. In fact, I haven't got that on the screen, have I? Let me do that. Let me do that. Because it's something that I don't have to have for qualifying. I then forget to put it on for the race. There we go. Lap 7. Well, Leclerc clearly quicker. I just let him go. I just let him go, bro. Just let him go. Everyone on the soft tyres as well, apart from Yuki Tsunoda, who's started on the mediums from the pit lane. And Albon pits for a new nose then. And that is what's that going to be, a 10, 12 second pit stop. 11.4, yeah. 11.4 seconds stop for Albon, so 9 seconds slower than normal for a new nose. And that's wrecked his afternoon. Norris being told we can push on these tyres now they're up to temperature. We're going to try and pass Verstappen. So Norris being given the hurry up on team radio to go and challenge and go and chase Verstappen, who's challenge on Piastri has faded off in the last few laps. Gap at the front, 2.9 seconds between Piastri and Verstappen. He was all over his gearbox start of lap 2, lap 3. So Verstappen's dropped off. Maybe can't keep up. Maybe he's doing it for overheating reasons. I know all about that. Maybe he's just backed off of his own accord. Norris 1.2 behind Verstappen, then 3 seconds to the Ferrari boys, squabbling over 4th. I mean, Lewis holding up Leclerc here, definitely. Does he just let him go into turn 4? No, he doesn't. Hamilton stays ahead of Charles Leclerc. We then got Russell 1.8 behind these two Ferraris. Antonelli 2.5 behind his teammate in P7. Gasly's still up there in P8. Not bad running so far. Hadjar 1.1 seconds off the back of Gasly, and then Hadjar under pressure from Hülkenberg in 10th, who's also under pressure himself and Alonso. So Hadjar, Hülkenberg, Alonso 9th, 10th, 11th, nose to tail, then a 2.5 second gap to Bortoletto. Lawson, then the two Hasses of Behrman and Ocon 14th and 15th. Sainz down in 16th in the Williams. Colapinto 17th. Yuki Tsunoda 18th. On the medium tyre, started at the back in the pit lane, and then Albon with a new nose at the back, 23 seconds off the back of the pack. That is the picture on lap 9. Norris is closing in on Verstappen. Leclerc's got to go for it. Hamilton defends, but Leclerc does dive down the inside, but Hamilton chops it off and just about keeps the position for now, but this Ferrari battle's not helping either of them. And how far behind's George Russell? George Russell's got to be getting involved here. He's got to be seeing these two Ferraris squabbling and thinking, got to get involved. Surely, George. Tsunoda pits on lap 9 for a set of soft tyres. So does Ollie Behrman as well. Behrman pits, Tsunoda pits. So Tsunoda started on the mediums, has done 9 laps and then has gone on to the softs. Behrman started on the softs. What tyre is he on now? Why would you pit that early? They've come back since the problem with YouTube started at the end of... everyone's had to resubscribe to their favourite channels of bots, ruining all of them. Is that what it is? Hey, no bots have subscribed to me. The England team's there. Kane and Saka practice the penalty kicks. Yeah, the England team's there, which makes me think there must be an England game in Spain this coming week, I would have thought. Would be my best guess. Leclerc closing up to the back of Hamilton again into turn 1, but you can't dive from there. He is. Is Hamilton letting him go? Hamilton lets him go in turn 1. Start of lap 10, Leclerc takes the position off Hamilton. Hamilton finally lets him go. He probably should have done that 5 laps ago, but he's done it now. Leclerc up to P4, but 6 seconds off the back of Lando Norris. And Nico Hülkenberg pits for the mediums at the end of lap 9. Yeah, he was messing it up from both. He should have got out of the way 3 or 4 laps ago, to be honest. That was unnecessary, really. And Norris now all over the back of Max Verstappen. Now it's a game now of when do you pit? Does Norris pit now and try and get the undercut? Does Max take the initiative and pit before Norris? What's the game here? They both stay out for another lap at least. So Piastri leads by 3.8 seconds. It's then this battle for second now. Norris is in DRS range of Max Verstappen for second. They're 6 seconds clear of Leclerc, who was held up by Hamilton for the first dozen laps. Norris 1.4 behind Hamilton. Antonelli 2 seconds behind Russell, so not really challenging. Replay of Tsunoda past past Albon, is that? Tsunoda past Albon. Gasly pits from, what was he, P8? So Gasly pits from P8, comes out of the pits. Well, it's going to be close with Hülkenberg here into turn 1. Maybe he's just about ahead, but surely Hülkenberg, with those tyres that have warmed up, Hülkenberg on the mediums, Gasly's come out of the pits on the soft, but Hülkenberg should get a run in up into turn 4 here. Go on, Nico. You've got to get a run here. Surely your tyres are nice and warm, but Gasly holds on, and that's probably it. If Gasly's held on into turn 4, that'll be it now. He'll probably gap Nico Hülkenberg. So Gasly had to react to the Hülkenberg undercut attempt. Afternoon, Barry. How we doing, bro? Verstappen complaining, no grit compared to them. Yeah, Verstappen starting to struggle on the soft tyres. And here comes Lando Norris. It's going to be close. Is Norris going to go for it in turn 1? It is close. Verstappen defends it. Holds on to the position. It's close. But he holds on for now. I think if you're Norris, you pit at the end of this lap. Hiya, Barry. Welcome to round 9 of the Viewers' Championship as well. Well, you might have commented yesterday anyway, but either way, you're in. I don't know what they're saying here. If you're Verstappen, you definitely pit now, surely. Because Verstappen will lose the place going down to turn 1 now anyway. Verstappen will lose the place now. So you might as well just pit. They stay out. Also, what I would have said, he's got to get the position now. Lando Norris down the inside and up to P2. Verstappen didn't even bother defending it. And it is now a McLaren 1-2 at the start of lap 13. Still listening to you, bro. Got a clean D's room while I was at work. Yeah. You're going to be his wife, yeah. No worries, Beth. I don't understand why they didn't just pit Verstappen there, though. And then also, I was about to say, if you're Lando Norris's strategy team, would you not go pit opposite Verstappen? In other words, if Verstappen stays out, you pit. I would have thought that would have been the call, but it wasn't. They know more than me. They're on £1 million a week, I'm not, so there you go. But that's what I would have done. I'd have definitely pitted Max then. Because what's the benefit? So you've been overtaken and you pit anyway. Well, you're losing out anyway. Whereas if you get the undercut, you've got a chance of holding on to second. Now there's no chance of holding on to second. But anyway, maybe they're thinking it's a bit early for a pit stop. We need to take these tyres to lap 20, something like that. I don't know the game, but let me do that so you can see the thingy. Oh, Verstappen's pits now. Okay, so Verstappen pits now. A lap too late, if you ask me, but it's going to come out between the racing bulls. So Verstappen rejoins the circuit P8. Yes, salty dog, bro. What happened with Lance Stroll? Lance Stroll was experiencing pain in his wrist, and so he's not taking part in the race. I think he's going to have an operation on his wrist. So 19 cars started the race. Alonso battling Ocon for 11th. Yeah, he's not got the pace, has he, in that Aston? So it's Noah's Ark at the front, 2 by 2 by 2. Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Antonelli, 2 McLarens, 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercedes. But of course, Verstappen has pitted. He's the only one of that leading bunch to have pitted. Then Ferraris is still out there. Mercedes is still out there. McLaren's haven't pitted yet. Surely now Norris reacts to Verstappen's pit stop, I would have thought. No? Or are they going long? Are they trying to get to like lap 22 or something like that? So with McLaren, they either react now with Norris or... Well, they haven't done then. So McLaren going long. They couldn't put so exactly, yeah, that's it. Salty dog, that's it. So because he'd already qualified the car, they can't. Yeah, exactly. They can't just bung someone in with no laps under the belt. Yo, Suede, how we doing, bro? How are we? Colapinto in from 14th in the race. Medium tyres go on. Looks a fairly neat and tidy stop, but he'll be coming out near enough dead last. He will be last because there goes Sainz. What's the deal with Williams this weekend? Williams not getting any points this weekend. Listen, they might be 5th in constructors right now, but they're getting diddly squat today. Not a sausage in Spain. Not their day. Piastri leads Norris by 4.2. Crucially, McLaren have not reacted to Verstappen's pit stop, and Verstappen will be flying now. So, different strategies going on. Be interesting. Yeah, just waking up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're like 6 hours behind, 5 hours behind, aren't you? So, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, I suppose. Verstappen passes Hadjar, but of course, Hadjar yet to stop Verstappen on the fresh set of soft. So Verstappen going soft, then... Well, is he doing a 3-stop? Soft, then a really hanging it out on the mediums for like 30 laps. Is that the idea for Verstappen? A Red Bull? Alonso pits them from what was like P12, 13. And off the softs onto the mediums. So it's still the top 6 yet to pit then. Both McLarens, both Ferraris, both Mercedes still out there. And Verstappen be flying in P7. Then the 2 Racing Bulls, 8th and 9th. I think neither of them has stopped. Bortoletto still out there. Ocon, Gasly, Hülkenberg. Then Behrman in 14th has stopped, as has Yuki Tsunoda. I imagine Albon and Sainz have. They're not having a good afternoon there, whichever way you cut it, strategy or not. Then Colapinto closing up to the back of Sainz. And Hamilton being told to pit. You must be able to sleep in without your body hurting. What's that? Age? Right. Hamilton is in from P4 in the Grand Prix. Set of mediums go on. Neat and tidy 2.2 second stop for Lewis Hamilton. Lap 17. Piastri leads Norris by 4.3. Hamilton coming back out onto the circuit. P9. Bortoletto is going to be close, but Hamilton should be able to hold it off from there. So Hamilton Back out into the race, P9. Well, it's not a 10 out of 10 yet. Come on. Let's refresh this because I think this is giving up the ghost for the 50 millionth time. Yeah. The live timings is what it is. It's not reliable. Please bear that in mind. So Verstappen on the fresh tyres. Is this against Antonelli, who's still out there? Yeah, he's going to go round the outside, really. Rightio. I think it's time to pick Kimmy. Verstappen's just gone round the outside here. Let's get a new set of tyres on it. He's stayed out. Of course he has. Fair enough. Leclerc's in from 4th. And he should come out ahead of Hamilton, I would have thought. That's certainly what they're hoping, at least. Yeah, he's going to be way ahead. Is he going to be ahead of the Racing Bull of Liam Lawson, though? Just about. Just about. So Leclerc back out into the race, P7 after his pit stop. Top 3 yet to pit. Piastri, Norris, Russell still out there. Antonelli, Hadjar still out there. Lawson still out there. Bortoletto and Ocon still out there. Replay, Max Verstappen round the outside of Kimi Antonelli. Not great viewing for me, that really, but it is what it is. It's old tyres against new. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Hamilton saying, why did you pull me in so early? We are protecting from a possible undercut from behind. What, who? Who are they protecting from behind? Isaac Hadjar or something like that? Liam Lawson? Oh, no. Undercut from behind? From who? Behrman and Snowder? Is that who they're worried about? What are you talking about? Verstappen closing in on Russell then. It should be candy for a baby, should be easy. Should be easy pickings from Verstappen, but with the McLarens still out there, they're on very different strategies, Verstappen compared to the two leaders. Lawson in. Here comes Verstappen then, up the inside into turn 7 and up to P3. Well, I hope Canada's better than this. I think this is the last race here as well. I think they're going to Madrid next year. Madrid Street Circuit, which I'm not a big fan of street circuits. Well, I think we've got enough, put it that way. I wouldn't eliminate all of them, but I think we've got enough street circuits. But we're getting another one in Madrid. Oh, come on, live timings. Fuck's sake, man. Stupid. Replay the move. Verstappen on Russell. Easy. Has Hulkenberg just passed Ocon? Or was Hulkenberg always ahead of Ocon? Here comes Lawson out of the pits. Well, look at this, around the outside. Go on. It's Hadjar, sorry, out of the pits. And Hadjar round the outside of Ollie Behrman. Go on. Rookie of the year so far for me, Isaac Hadjar. Another bot in the Viewers' Championship. Well, we've got to make up the numbers somehow, haven't we? We don't want 10 car grids, do we? I don't know how the bots have found this. If bots can find this and this channel is like hidden on YouTube for whatever reason, then imagine like a popular channel. They'd be absolutely swarming. If I'm getting the odd one in, Jesus. Canada is on fire. Oh, Jesus. Smoke's even drifted far south as northern Louisiana. That's thousands of miles. Beginning to affect our air quality. Wow, I didn't know that. Montreal, the race. Montreal. Let's try refreshing this again. In fact, I can't even see the damn screen, man. Oh, come on, man. Oh, Norris is in. Yeah, live timing's dead, but... You've blocked 3 of them already. Went to the potty for 2 seconds. Yeah, don't worry, we've got enough spanners around here, haven't we? So Norris pits back out into 3rd. Antonelli pits. Please be a good pit stop. Okay, 2.5. Piastri being told to pit now as well. Let's have a look at this. Oh, do you know what? Oh, no. Piastri pits from the lead of the race, lap 23. Onto the mediums. 2.2 second stop. Verstappen's going to get the lead for now. Yeah. Well, it's not really an undercut. It's a different strategy, isn't it? When does an undercut become a different strategy completely? After about 4 or 5 laps. So, yeah, Verstappen on the alternate strategy. Takes the lead of the race for now. Hajar P10 putting pressure on Hulkenberg for 9th. Go on. Have another go at refreshing this. No. Don't fancy it. Nope. Don't want to do it. Afternoon, Anthony. You haven't missed much. That tells you about all you need to know about this race. Come on. Come on, Kimmy. You have to pass Gasly here. You have to pass Gasly into turn 1, please. You have to pass Gasly into turn 1. Yeah, DRS, slipstream, battery, let's go. Down the inside, it's easily. Sails past down the straight. And look at that, Hajar on Hulkenberg as well. So Antonelli passes Gasly for 7th. Hajar passes Hulkenberg for P9. Verstappen leads the Grand Prix by 5.7 seconds. But they're on alternate strategies, so that's not really representative. Yo, Zinc Mind, how we doing, bro? Oh dear, is it boring? It's a 2 so far. It's a 2. It's not good. I mean, there's varying strategies and different pit stops on different laps. Yeah, it's not a thriller. It's not a thriller. And the live timings is not working either. So get in. What's changed? What's changed? A 2. Yeah, it's a 2 this. I mean, fair enough. Like the positions, like Gasly to Hulkenberg, the midfield scrap's good. Albon defending from Lawson, and Lawson up to P12, and Alonso's on the scene. So, like I say, the race in the midfield's great, but that's about all we're getting. You're joking, as Albon and Lawson collided for a second time in the race. You're joking. Albon's complaining of front wing damage. He's already on his second nose of the afternoon. Let's have a look. Because he damaged his front wing with Lawson. Dive bombs it, yeah. Don't worry about his solid dog. He's solid launch and getting dinner started. Yeah, look at that. Lawson and Albon collide for a second time. Oh, man. Have another go at refreshing this. Way! Oh! And way! I mean, it's slightly interesting from a strategy point of view, but other than that, see you for Canada. Albon the bozo. Albon not having a good day. Albon not having a good day of it. Williams in general not having a good day. Box to retire the car. So they're retiring Albon's car. Probably not a bad idea, that. Draw a line under it, call it a day. Oh, that's a risky one from Isaac Hadjar there. Sticking his nose into turn 1 against Gasly. He's a good racer, isn't he, Hadjar? What a driver he is, man. Is he going round the outside of turn 4? Oh, no way. Oh, this is unbelievable. Isaac Hadjar, take a bow. Fantastic move. What a move. That's an horrendous situation for Albon, that. They had to they've given up, but then he's got a 10-second penalty, which would be carried over to Canada if they don't serve the penalty. So they send the car back out there for one lap to serve the 10-second penalty and then retire the car. So it's like, give up, oh, you've got to do another lap and then give up. Oh, what horrendous. Verstappen complaining, it's so hard to drive. Can't brake, you have no turning at low speed. You lead in the race, mate. He's not winning. He's not winning this one. Top three need to stay like this. Lewis. No, Lewis. Oh, Lewis. Verstappen's not winning it, bro. He's on a different strategy. It's a McLaren 1-2 all day, this. Why do that? Don't bet on a sport that you don't know about, dude. It's like me betting on League 2 match that I've two teams I've never heard of. Oh, this will be a 3-all draw. I ain't got a clue. Don't do that, bro. Oh, dude. At least. Oh, it's a free bet. Oh, well, right then. Fair enough. If it's a free bet, it's a free bet, innit? But I can't see Verstappen winning this one. If he wins this one, wow. Pits again now. You see, the top three is going to change right now. There you go. And there you go. Down to third he goes. This is interesting. Hamilton and Russell. Ooh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close between Verstappen and Hamilton. Hamilton's surely going to get the run here. Oh, it's going to be close. But, oh, that was close then. But Verstappen on the fresh tyres to keep the position. Wow. That was close. But Verstappen stays ahead of Hamilton. Verstappen comes out onto the track P4. Norris team radio. That means he's on a 3-stop. Yeah, so Verstappen's pitted. He's on a 3, yeah, because you're not going 36 laps on a medium, are you? So, yeah, Verstappen is on a 3-stop. Unless he really does try and eke it out, which I feel like... no, not tonight, Nadine. It'll be next Friday now. I had a big one midweek, you see. That's why I didn't do last night, because as Kim knows... Well, you was on as well. Wednesday night was... a bit of a mazza, so we'll give it a rest. Well, I'm working all week now, so Friday night. But welcome to the stream. You've got yourself in round 9 of the Viewers' Championship as well, Nadine. So we're probably up to about 20 people now, so that's good enough for me. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. When's Dougie home? It's a very good question. Dougie, if you're watching as well, I don't think Dougie's commented this weekend yet. But Dougie, happy birthday to Dougie. 50 today. As Lawson had another collision. It's his birthday today, Kim. That's how soon it is. But I don't know when he's home. Next few days, I think. Next few days. I need to see this replay of Lawson versus Behrman. That was Another collision for Liam Lawson, the third of the afternoon. Let's have a look. So Lawson goes for the dive bomb on Behrman. And nah, Lawson shouldn't be there. Yeah, Lawson shouldn't be there. Lawson's on smoke today. Fair play. Lawson's going for it. I've got to respect that. I always like that. He shouldn't have done it, but I'm glad he did. Actually, he shouldn't have done that, but it's a race. Get stuck in, a bit of argy-bargy, make a bit of entertainment. Well, I mean, he shouldn't have done it. It's absolutely illegal, but I'm glad he did it. You know what I mean? He's getting his elbows. He's getting stuck in today, Liam Lawson. Fair play. Fair play. Liam Lawson's getting stuck in. Two crashes with Albon, a crash with Ollie Behrman, and the car's still in one piece. You'll love to see it. Yeah, Dougie's probably not even watching because he's probably preparing to come home. But nevertheless, happy birthday, Dougie. Does Liam Lawson up the score of this race from a 2 to a 3? Liam Lawson alone? He might do, you know. The live times are froze again. Love to see it. Oh, mate. Honestly. Do you know what? I've tried different websites to get the live timing from and stuff. I've tried different sources of this information and they're all crap. So I don't know what to do. Pray for Canada at this rate. I hope Canada resurrects the sport because Monaco, dead. That goes without saying. And this isn't much better. Yeah, Suede. I think I'll bin it off and do World Endurance Championship. What do you reckon? There goes the live timings again. It's not good, is it? Oh, it's back. You're joking. Bortoletto's just done Sainz for 13th. Not Williams' day, is it? In Barcelona. Another shite race, Dan. Imagine trying to make entertaining YouTube video out of it. Not good, mate. Dun 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 dun. $1 trillion. This is terrible. I mean, from a strategy point of view, it's got a bit of interest. Is Max planning to stay out on these on these medium tyres right to the end? Is he going to do 33 laps on the mediums? Ooh. You know, or is he going to stop again? Is he going to be rapid and do another stop and be rapid? And I don't know. Yeah, Suede. The only ones I watch are Daytona and Le Mans. But I don't watch all 24 hours. I might watch half of it. There's a Nürburgring 24-hour race as well, isn't there? Like GT cars, like GT3s and stuff. But I've never watched that one. Antonelli nailed on for P7 as well. 15 seconds behind his teammate. Couldn't keep up with George Russell this weekend, but 6.5 ahead of Hadjar. So Antonelli should be safe for a P7. It's not fantastic. It's not a disaster. Ferraris definitely going to be 4th and 5th. So, I mean, to be fair, Russell only 2.5 behind Hamilton, so you never know. Ollie Behrman in the pits. So, what's the game here? Piastri and Norris will stop again. But they're gambling that Verstappen will stop again. Verstappen's got fastest lap. I don't really know. Interesting, really. I mean, if Verstappen cruises up to the back of the McLarens, listen, if Verstappen's anything other than third here, he's done an unbelievable job. Oh, God. GT3 is awesome, mate. You go to all the British G, do you? That's proper motorsport fan. Here we go. Sainz versus Colapinto for 17th. As good as we're getting today. I hope Hulkenberg gets a couple of points out of this then. Hulkenberg P9, drive of the day. So Bernie Collins saying they're all going to do one more stop. Yeah, so she's saying everyone's stopping again, so she reckons that there's no chance Verstappen goes to the end from here. Oh, why did Spain have to serve up a stinker? We've just had Monaco. You know what I mean? Monaco's enough of a stinker for an entire season. You can't go off the back of Monaco into another stinker. Trying to kill me off. What we want is Canada with a bit of rain to make up for this. To make up for the last 2 weeks, we need Canada plus rain shower. That's what I'm ordering in 2 weeks' time to make up for whatever drivel this is and last week. Well, I hope the Viewers' Championship's better than this. I hope the PC survives it. And it'll be round this circuit. It'll be like 23 laps, equivalent to a 40-minute race, basically, tomorrow night. So hopefully that's a little bit more exciting than this. Viewers' Championship to save the Spanish Grand Prix. I won't be trying 3-hour races again, that's for sure. And I won't be trying rain again. That is 100%. Anyone who saw me try to drive round Le Mans in the rain the other week probably had a bit of a laugh. It was tragic. Are you going to hang some washing out, thank for your sauce? Yeah. It's been raining on and off here, to be honest. I wish it was raining on and off in Barcelona. Could have had a better race than a 2 out of 10, couldn't we? Leclerc being asked to pit the car. I mean, it's not the outro that this circuit would have liked either, because this is the last race at this circuit. I think they've raced here since the mid-90s, maybe even before that. And this is the last one, and it's dreadful. So see you later. Pray for the Madrid street track. I'm not holding a candle for that one either. It's a great circuit for testing, but it might not be the best for racing. So Verstappen 4.2 behind Norris, 4.1. So he's closing in, but the top three are all stopping again. Well, everyone's stopping again. So I really know. I suppose if you're Verstappen, get as close as you can to Norris and then dive into the pits and try and undercut him is probably got to be the plan, has it not? Typical, you had the wild card and Anna started pole, I know. I went ambitious, you see. I thought it's Le Mans. A 40-minute race doesn't do Le Mans justice. So as I was changing it to a 3-hour race, I thought, I'll tell you what, we'll have mixed weather as well. I can deal with it. Bit of rain in Le Mans, 3-hour race. Make it like a Le Mans special. This'll be epic. It wasn't. It was a disaster. It was good for the first 20 minutes, half an hour. It was brilliant. And then it started raining. And then I thought, oh, bugger. It didn't go well. See, what I've got to tell myself is you can't be touching any of the curbs when it's raining. And I do anyway. I'm not chucking it at the curbs anyway, thinking, oh, bollocks to it. I'm hitting the apex anyway. That's not the strat. I need to get that into my thick head that when it's a wet track, forget the curbs, forget the apexes, just drive in the middle of the circuit. And I can't get that through to myself, so I'm sliding all over the curbs, wrestling with the back of the car, and then it's inevitable. Spin, bang, wallop, last. So me and Rain do not get on in that regard. So I shouldn't have done it. I should have just done a 40-minute dry race, and Mitch, we would have got 60 points. As it was, you got 5. So apologies for that. I'll not be trying that again, don't worry. It's a one-off experimental Viewers' Championship race. But it's going to be round here, I think 23 laps in the dry. But yeah, unfortunately, your wild card's been spent. It is what it is, isn't it? I think you're still top 10, aren't you? You're still on here, right, though, aren't you? Are you 10th? I'm sure. Way, you're still P10 overall. 126 points, you're still in with a shout. We're only a third of the way through. So don't panic. Still 16 races to go, so... And when it's 50 points a race, that's a lot of points up for grabs. Sonoda, P12. What's the situation here? So the two Spaniards who I put on the thumbnails this weekend are running 16th and 17th in the Grand Prix. It's not a day for the Spaniards at the Spanish Grand Prix. Not what they dreamed of. Not what they dreamed of. Cheers, mate. No worries, mate. And Alonso passes Sainz for 16th. So get in. Yeah, no worries, Kim. Me too. Be back in 2 weeks, guys. Honestly. So was Norris... Gap between Piastri and Norris 3 seconds. So Russell's pitted and he's rapid on his soft tyres. Is that the scenario now? So... Well, there's the top three. At least they're on the same straight. Piastri leads Norris by 4.2. Norris leads Verstappen by 4.1. So get in. 8 seconds between the top three. Could do with that. Could do with them three concertinaing in for the last 20 laps here. Yes, Sean Tan. How we doing, bro? Not your day, is it? Hey, qualifying was alright, though. When he got P5... and waving at the crowd like he'd stuck it on pole. It was nice. And then he got bumped down to 10th. And now he's running 14th. It's not been great, has it? But welcome to the stream. You're also doing well in the Viewers' Championship. Tomorrow night. Back in. For round 9. Hopefully it'll be a damn sight more exciting than whatever this is. It's getting a 2 out of 10 from me, this. Hulkenberg pits from 9th. Sending when there's no space at turn 1. Who? Whose awareness? Liam Lawson. Hamilton being told to pit then for Ferrari, and Hamilton in from 4th in the race. On the race start. Oh yeah, Lawson hit Alonso at the start, didn't he? Yeah. Lawson's had a hell of an afternoon. Oh, bad pit stop from Ferrari. A 5-second pit stop for Lewis Hamilton. Not good. Here goes Isaac Hadjar. Trying to grab a bit of the slipstream. Hadjar versus Hamilton. Come on then. Bortoleto being told swap positions with Hulkenberg. He already has done. They could be on for a couple of points here for Sauber. Oh, Red Bull getting ready. And McLaren on standby. And Verstappen pits on lap 48. Onto the soft tyres. Now it's got to be absolute hell for leather now. 2.4 second stop. It's got to be Verstappen on full. Turn the engine up to 11 and absolutely rag it round for 17 laps, whatever it is. Tsunoda, don't even get involved. Don't even get involved, man. Oh, don't even get involved. Tsunoda, move. Tsunoda, move. Tsunoda, move. They have to pit Norris now, surely. If they don't pit Norris now, yeah, it has to be, and they do. Yeah, Norris is the one at risk now. Do they favour Piastri because he's leading the race? But Norris is at risk. Norris, yeah. They have to do it. Yeah. The smart decision is made. They pit Lando Norris in reaction to the Verstappen potential undercut onto the soft tyres. If it's a slow stop, it'll be interesting. It's not. It's a nice stop. 2.3 should get out comfortably ahead of Max Verstappen. But we'll see. Verstappen powers round the final corner, but oh, it's closer than it was. It's closer than it was. Go on, Max. Get involved now. It's absolute balls to the wall. Let's have 15 qualifying laps now to the end. Let's put Lando under some pressure. The gaps. I tell you what, this is livening up a little bit now. This is livening up. It was just a horrendous middle portion of the race. But now, come on. We can have a race for second here, at least. At least. Come on. Hadjar proving once again why he's one of the drivers to watch in the future. Definitely. Rookie of the year so far. Stellar job today. And they're pitting Piastri from the lead. Needs to be nice. It was perfect. And the mechanics have done their job for the afternoon. 2 nice stops from the McLaren boys. And Piastri should come out easily in the lead of the Grand Prix then. Verstappen, well, Norris and Verstappen come round the final corner. And it's going to be a 5-6 second lead for Piastri. But Norris is under pressure and the Williams needs to get out of the way and Verstappen's all over the back of Lando Norris for P2. Let's have a race here now. 16 laps to go. Can we have a nice finale to the Spanish Grand Prix and a nice finale to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya? In! Get in! Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday, Dougie. And you're in. You missed the last one. It's understandable. You're on the other side of the world on holiday. But you're in round 9, dude. And happy birthday to you, mate. Hope you're having a good one. And we'll be back on the sesh Friday night. And I want a full rundown of your last month. Day by day. But hope you're well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Williams having the worst weekend of the season. Yeah, it's been dreadful, hasn't it? Verstappen complaining about the car. It's complaining that the car is broken. Come on, Max. You can do it. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I think Norris is just going to slowly start dropping Verstappen now. Lewis, I don't know if you're still watching, but Lewis, had I told you to bet on this being the top three, but then you wouldn't have got very good odds because this was always going to be the top three. In this order. Betting on the Verstappen win, I mean, it's a free bet, but even so, I wouldn't have done it. I'd usually free bet on something else. I hope so, Mitch. I hope so. I hope it will be a spicy end. It needs a spicy end because it's been a very bland 51 laps. So I'll take a spicy end. We need it. He's miles away. Norris is dropping Verstappen here. Whoa, look at this between Lawson and Behrman. I tell you what, Lawson has got his elbows out today. I have to admire that. And look at this. Lando Norris is in the mix of this battle as well. I tell you what, Liam Lawson's turned up to Spain and gone, I'm having it. I don't care. He's had 3 crashes and about 7 dive bombs. Well, you know. Oh, you have to move out of the way now, Ollie, for Max. Oh, look, Max is fuming. Verstappen's absolutely fuming at this. Behrman has just got the absolute fucking... the Max Verstappen road rage. But I tell you what, Liam Lawson, fair play, right? He's turned up today and he's having it. He's the only driver that's actually caused a bit of excitement today, to be honest. He's just absolutely sent it. I like that. Oh, the live timing's died. It might have died 20 minutes ago, but I don't know. I don't know why the live times is so unreliable, but it is. Look at this. They're side by side again. Ollie Behrman and Liam Lawson and Fernando Alonso's on the scene. This is the battle for 11th and Alonso going round the outside. Go on then. Alonso up to P12. So it's good racing in the midfield, you know, as it normally is. But out front, it's been teasing, but it's not quite got there out front. But Liam Lawson has had a hell of a race of just pure sending it. I like it, actually. I think it's good. Get stuck in. You might as well. I mean, what are you going to do? If you don't get stuck in, then you're just going to fade away and be dropped at the end of the year anyway. So you might as well get fucking stuck in. Lose a front wing. Lose a, you know, piss everyone off. Who cares, man? Let's have a do. Lawson on a Mazda. Dougie! Gone from a Corma to a Vindaloo, yeah. Well, I want quite a Vindaloo. Corma to Rogan Josh, middle of the road. I want the Vindaloo. We're not quite Vindaloo yet. You know, if Verstappen dive bombs Norris on the last lap, we're going Vindaloo settings. We're not quite there yet. Lawson and Behrman incident under investigation gaining advantage, yeah. Yeah, it is. Hey, touch wood, the PC's still going. Actually, it doesn't feel that hot. Actually, we're all right. The PC's chilling, bro. Literally. So 11 laps to go. It's gone up from a 2. It's gone up from a 2. It's at least a 3 out of 10 now. Maybe even a 4 if I'm feeling generous. Antonelli's out. Oh my God, it's a 0 out of 10. I think its engine's gone. Antonelli's out of the race. Safety car. Ooh. Has he spun off or is it an engine blow up? Antonelli's out of the Grand Prix with 11 laps to go. And Jude Bellingham's smiling. Oh, nah, man. Bellingham's in the Mercedes garage and he's smiling at that. Are you joking? Chuck him out, man. The pit in Piastri, I mean, it throws the race into the air. It's not what I want to see, but it throws the race into the air. Antonelli's had a shocking last 3 races. DNF, a crashing quali at DNF. Antonelli's had a nightmare. And McLaren double stack it. Verstappen's in as well. Yeah, they did a fantastic double stack at McLaren and kept both McLarens ahead of Verstappen then. Has anyone stayed out? We could have done with like Leclerc or Russell staying out, have they? Oh, Leclerc and Russell are both pitted as well. Well, I suppose you've got to, Annie. You can't take a stupid gamble. Well, everyone's pitting. Oh yeah, Max probably only had a set of hard tyres to go at, so Max is on the hards. Rough luck, yeah. Now it's game on, definitely. 5 back Tuesday. Oh. Hell, the shock of that, Dougie. You flying back Tuesday, the shock of that made me sneeze. Hey, yeah. Catch you soon, buddy. Morning, Gav. How are we, bro? Hey, you're in just in time for the good bit. Right, what's happened to Antonelli? Oh, has he spun it? Has the engine blown up? Car broke down. Thank goodness. Right. No, he's not binned it. Listen, Gav. I know, I can feel Gav ready at the keyboard. Oh, Antonelli. Gav. Chill, man. The Antonelli criticism, put it on the shelf. The car's blown up. I could feel Gav typing Antonelli criticism. Oh, is he crash, Rob? I thought he was the young kid coming up. Has he crash, Rob? No. The engine blew up, thank God. And do you know what? Nico Rosberg was of exactly the same mindset as me. He was watching the replay, and even Rosberg was going, please make this be an engine blow up, and he's not spun it off and crashed. And then you could hear the engine blow up, and Nico Rosberg went, thank God for that. And I fully agree with him. Thank God for that. Because that would have been bad, but it wasn't. It wasn't an Antonelli fuck up. It was an engine fuck up. Thank God for that. Well, yeah, you've seen where Albon is. Yeah, it's not been Williams' day. Me and you are both in the bin this afternoon, Gav. Antonelli in the bin, not by his own fault. I want to make that clear. Antonelli in the bin, Williams in the bin. We're both in the bin, Gav. But every cloud it's going to make it for an interesting last 7 or 8 laps or whatever we're going to get. So there is that about it, at least. Yeah, but I hope you had a great time, Dougie, and not been a great day for me now with this. Antonelli's had a rough 3 races. DNF, crashing quali, DNF. It's been a triple header as well. It's not been the triple header of dreams, has it, for Antonelli? But he's back in the pit garage, and listen, it's not his fault. So at least he can draw that from it. If the car fails on you, you can't have any bad points against your name. You know, it's just unfortunate. But Antonelli will be back for Canada, going for the win. I hope he wins one. Why is it there are only 19 cars? Stroll did not take part in the race. He had pain in his wrist after qualifying, and the doctors have advised him not to do it. I think he's having an operation on his wrist. So Stroll injured, didn't take part, and it was too late to sub anybody else in because he'd already done qualifying. You can't just dump a reserve driver in just for the race. A reserve driver would have had to do at least qualifying. So he's pulled out. No one can replace him, so 19 cars in the race, of which Albon and Antonelli are both retired. So 17 left in with 8 laps to go, safety car, and we're all going to be bunched up, and we're going to have a sprint to the finish. So hopefully be interesting because it was a 2 out of 10. Up to a 3 with the Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson, by the way, Gav, has been absolutely sending it left, right and centre. He's currently P10, but Liam Lawson has had 3 crashes, car still in one piece, 3 crashes and about 8 dive bombs. So fair play to Liam Lawson. He's turned up to the Spanish Grand Prix and gone, I'm absolutely sending it, and I don't care who I piss off. And you know what? I quite like that. I'd have 19 Liam Lawsons today. Because we would have a better score than 3 out of 10 for the race if there was 19 Liam Lawsons today, because he's absolutely sent it. And fair play to him. I'm going to give him driver of the day, and bollocks to it. I am. I'm going to give driver of the day to Liam Lawson, because that's my mentality. And sod it. That's what I want to see. Listen, like I just said, 19 Liam Lawsons today, and it would be a 10 out of 10 race. He's just turned up and gone, I'm having it. And I like that, because what's going to happen to Liam Lawson? His career is probably going to fade away. He's probably going to be dropped at the end of this season, and his name will be forgotten, and he might go on to World Endurance Championship, some other championship, and people will stop talking about him. So you might as well send it. You might as well try something. So he has done, and he's pissed a lot of people off. He's crashed into Albon twice. He's hit Alonso at the start of the race, and he's dive bombed Ollie Behrman about 3 times, and he's getting a point for it at the moment. So he gets my driver of the day vote. Yeah, bull crap indeed. It is bull crap, but you know what, Sean Tan? I like a bit of bull crap in me F1. I do. I stir it in and have a sip. Definite. That's what I like. I like drivers who just don't give a damn and go for it. Kevin Magnussen was a bit like that. Give a damn, mate. I'll push you off into the gravel. You know what I mean? Catch up with me after the race. Catch me outside. How about that? I like a bit of that. You know, bending the rules, full send. Verstappen's like that. I fully respect Verstappen for what he does. Give a damn, mate. Oh, you want to go side by side? You're going on the grass. I like a bit of that. Listen, it's not meant to be all clean, you know. Oh, follow the leader. After you, sir. After you, sir. Ah, bollocks to that. Get your elbows out. Yes, Jamza. What we saying, bro? Hey, I don't want to jinx it. The PC's not shut down on me. And we're an hour and 50 minutes into the stream. 7 laps to go. So, we're still alive here. We're still kicking. But yes, how we doing, bro? Hey, you're in round 9 of the Viewers' Championship as well. So get in. If you come back every week, Jamser, you be on this top 10 list, believe it or not. Nah, good to see you in, bro. Cheers for joining for the last little bit. It's not been a classic, but we're behind the safety car now because Antonelli's retired from the race. Wasn't his fault. Engine blew up. So we might get a little 5-lap sprint for the end. So let's say, yeah, W Views Championship, we're back, yeah. I'll give you a quick car to make it interesting. Yeah, I haven't told you yet, but it's 20 quid for a quick car, it is. That's what I'm doing from now on, yeah. I got to make some money somewhere, haven't I? Yeah, 20 quid in the PayPal and they give you a quick car. Imagine. Yeah, that's what it's going to be, you know. Got to make an economy out of this. Because YouTube ain't doing it. Nah. Yeah, purchase. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you make your purchase, innit? You know the game. It's like real life, listen. How do you think McLaren are winning? Investments, mate. They ain't doing this for free. You want to win, you got to put the money in. True in every game, innit? Right, anyway. They do love wasting laps. They are wasting laps here behind the safety car. Well, it's coming in at the end of this lap. They've heard me. Right, so we're going to get a 5-lap sprint. Pay to win type. Shit. Listen, that's what every top sport is, though, innit? Everything's paid to win, isn't it, man? Say you've been paid to win. Right, so Viewers Championship, why should that be any different? No, listen, it's all fair and square. All jokes aside, it's all random, and that's why we love it. That's why I love it anyway. You'll give you 20 quid, but you want McLaren G. Whoa, what's going on here? Right. Oh, it's going to be a spicy. I'm hoping for a spicy. PSG, innit? Pay to win me. I'm hoping for a spicy last 5 laps here. Because it's not been. I've been having a conversation with Mitch. Been chicken korma. We want a bit of jalfrezi. We want a bit of madras now for the last few laps. We've not had any spice. But here we go. 5-lap sprint to the finish of the Spanish Grand Prix. Piastri leads him away from Norris. Verstappen under pressure from Leclerc, and Verstappen loses the rear end coming out of the final corner, and here comes Charles Leclerc, who's going to take 3rd place off the Red Bull World Champion, surely. Leclerc's got the inside line, and here comes George Russell, who's making a move on Verstappen as well. Verstappen was going to cut the circuit. Verstappen cuts out turn 1 and 2 and keeps the position. Surely Verstappen's going to have to give that back. Verstappen under massive pressure and losing out at the restart. Piastri leads him away from Norris. Leclerc now up to 3rd. Verstappen struggling in P4. Surely Verstappen's got to give the position back. Oh, Verstappen adding the spice. Win or lose, Verstappen adds spice to Formula 1. He really does. Win or lose, he doesn't give a damn. And he's losing at the moment. He's under big pressure from George Russell. I think he'll be told to give that position away anyway. Leclerc, I did not have Leclerc on for a podium this afternoon at all. Verstappen saying Leclerc rammed into him on the straight. I didn't see that, mate. I did not have Leclerc on for a podium at the Spanish Grand Prix here. No chance. Where did he start on the grid? About 7th. No, what were Ferrari? 5th and 6th. But was it not Hamilton ahead of Leclerc? I didn't have Leclerc on for a podium anyway, which way you cut it. Yes, Jake Ferris, bro, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Viewers Championship as well. 6 laps to go. You're doing some RL. What's that? Max is fuming. Oh my God, Verstappen nearly dropped it, bro. And coming out of the final corner. That's insane. That replay on board with Charles Leclerc out of the final corner is absolutely mental. The snap of oversteer from Verstappen's Red Bull there is one of the worst I've ever seen. How did he even keep it on the track? Oh, he's so close to binning that then. Oh, and they do touch. And George Russell had a look, and they went side by side. Verstappen cut turn 2 and kept the position. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, George Russell should have that position, really. Let me have a look. Yeah, look, George Russell's down the inside. It's all fair enough, side by side. Oh, he does give him a little... He gives him a little nudge. Oh, Rocket League. Is that still a thing? Are you still playing Rocket League? It was a madness. I tell you what, it was 56 pretty dull laps. We've had a good little sprint at the end. It's absolutely bucketing down here. But I've got to keep the window open to keep the air circulation so the PC doesn't overheat. So, yeah, I can't shut the window. It is what it is. We're raining in, Brev. We're raining in. Alonso versus Bortoleto for P11. Lawson's still getting a point in P10. And I hope he does get a point in P10. He's getting my driver of the day. This is going to be the rules. If Lawson stays P10, he gets my driver of the day for being balls out, having it. For just sending it. If he doesn't, if he drops out of the points, you can't get driver of the day, and you're not even in the top 10. So that's the rule that I'm going to set for Liam Lawson. You finish P10, Liam, I'll give you driver of the day. If you get done by Bortoleto or Alonso or both of them, you ain't getting driver of the day. I'm going to look at Leclerc or something. Verstappen's still ahead of George Russell. I don't think he should be. I think he should have given that position back to George, but he doesn't abide by the rules, and that's why I love it. We had a brainwave yesterday. Jamza should switch. Jamza reacts to Jamza RL and react to RL trick shots. Come on then. Oh, look at that! They crash! Oh my God! No! Russell versus Verstappen! They hate each other and I love it! They hate each other and I love it! Verstappen and Russell! Oh, yes! Oh, imagine if this was for a World Championship. Just delete McLaren and make this for the World Championship, Russell versus Verstappen. Then we'd have a good season. Just delete McLaren. This is what it's about. Russell versus Verstappen. These guys, man. Oh, these two, man. And finally now, 3 laps later, Verstappen moves out of the way. Yo. Verstappen hates Russell and vice versa. And that's what sport's all about. Now, eventually, Verstappen gives it up. But I do like a bit of needle like that. As if he's just smashing to the side of it. If he sends it on George again. Look at this. Hulkenberg passes Hamilton. Hulkenberg driver of the day here. Hulkenberg 6th. How can you... And Lawson's out of the points, so that gives it Hulkenberg. I've got to give driver of the day Nico Hulkenberg now. P6 in a Sauber. Are you mad? It's getting heated. A very rogue brainwave, yeah. Lewis, what is he doing? Honestly, this is mental. Look at this. Bang! Fuck off. Whoa, that's mad from Verstappen, that. That is mad. Verstappen is the real motorsport madman, let me tell you. I'm just a pretender. Verstappen's the real deal. That's absolutely nuts. He just purposely just whammed into him. And Russell's got damage. Nah, this is not on this. I think Verstappen might be up for being DSQ'd here. I think this is seriously taking a piss. I think he might be in serious trouble after this race, you know, Verstappen for doing that. For letting Russell go alongside and then just going, wham, have a bit of that action. You can't be doing that. I think Verstappen's going to be in serious trouble after the race. Yeah, black flag, man. DSQ him. I mean, it's entertaining and it's made the last 10 laps of this race so much better than the previous 50. But still, you're DSQing, man. That's like some childish like F1 online shit. Like last lap, I tell you what, it's moved up from a 2 out of 10. I was gonna rate this race 2 out of 10 before the safety car period. We're now looking at a 6. I think we're now looking at a 6. It's gone from a 2 to a 6 out of 10. Piastri comes round the final corner and Oscar Piastri extends his championship lead. Piastri wins the Spanish Grand Prix from Lando Norris. Charles Leclerc, with an unexpected podium in Spain, takes P3. George Russell does beat Max Verstappen in the end to P4. So Russell P4, Verstappen P5. I have to give driver of the day to Nico Hülkenberg in P6 in the Sauber. Have to give driver of the day to Hülkenberg. It's Hamilton P7, Hadjar P8, Gasly P9, Fernando Alonso with the final championship point in P10. I'll up the race from a 2 out of 10 to a 6. With that last little flurry at the end. Bit of drama at the end with Max Verstappen. Verstappen always brings the drama. Ban him for 3 races. Ban him. I think, all jokes aside, I think Verstappen's going to be in serious trouble for doing that. I think he is. I think there's going to be a wrath that's going to be on him after that. It's all fun and games, but you can't be doing that, man. That's like some immature, childish, toys out of the pram situation. Hülkenberg 6, what the fuck? That has got to be the most nailed driver of the day I've ever had. Has to be. 10-second time penalty, has he? Yeah, and the rest. Hang on a minute here, this is massive then. So Verstappen's just been dealt a 10-second time penalty and puts him down to Hülkenberg P5! Hülkenberg P5 with the Verstappen 10-second penalty at the end. Oh, do we go to a 7 out of 10 for the race for this drama at the end now? No, I have to remember that it was 55 crap. It was 55 dull races. I can't be giving it a 7. Dull lap, sorry. I can't be giving it a 6 out of 10 because it was an hour and a half of me just going Colapinto versus Sainz for 16th. So you can't give a 7 out of 10 when there's been 50 laps of that. No, 6. But Hülkenberg, P5 in the end, definite driver of the day. Oscar Piastri wins the race. Charles Leclerc on the podium, which was unexpected. Well, strange way to, went from a 2 to a 6, yeah. A 2 to a 6. That's what a bit of drama can do, Kim. I even considered a 7 for a minute, and then I got to put a lid on it because I sat for an hour and a half of absolute doldrums. So I will give it a 6. Max is going to be fuming. There's been a bit of drama between Russell and Verstappen at the end. Hülkenberg P5 driver of the day. The race is still a 3 or 4. I'll up it to a 6. I'm here to be optimistic, not pessimistic. If you're being pessimistic, yeah, it was still crap, but I'm not here to be pessimistic. Let's up it to a 6. Should be DQ, yeah. I think Verstappen will get a serious slap on the wrist for that. Now, I think the FIA might make a statement and disqualify him from Canada or something. Maybe they won't go that extreme. But I feel like Verstappen might be in trouble after that one. Well, he's already in trouble. He's got a 10-second penalty and he's ended up P10. It's going to kill his championship fight, that as well. You know, he's gone from, what would he have been, 5th to 10th. So he's just knocked himself out of 12 points there, or 10 points. It's not going to help if you've got half a chance of a championship, is it, if you do that? But cheers, guys. Thank you all for joining. It's ended up a good in the end. But yeah, cheers all for joining the stream. I'll be back tomorrow night for the Viewers' Championship at 10:30. Everyone who typed a message in the live chat, I'll be entered into that, so please do join me for that. Other than that, it'll be another couple of weeks to the Canadian Grand Prix round 10 from the 2025 season. But that's been round 9. Piastri wins from Norris, Leclerc on the podium, Verstappen drama, and Hülkenberg driver of the day. See you for the Viewers' Championship, 10:30 tomorrow. Bye for now.